What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Pinky Hayes, and today I am here with a story time. If you're new to my channel and you don't know who I am, it's okay because I haven't posted in forever. But all I can say is just make sure that you leave a comment down below with any questions that you may have, subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications, and I promise you that I'm going to be more consistent and you're definitely going to get to know me a lot better. Starting with today. So today I want to do a story time on the time when I was a plus size stripper or dancer or whatever you want to call her. So when I was first started dancing, I was 18 years old, and I was in a relationship that I had probably been in for about 3 years at this point. And he was working. I really wasn't working, hadn't worked pretty much the whole relationship, that we were together. So when I first got contacted, I was contacted by this guy, and we're gonna call him DJ. So when DJ first contacted me, he sent me a message on Facebook, and he was sending a direct message, and he was just like, you wanna dance? We looking for BBW dancers to dance on this day. And he sent me like the flyers and everything, and I looked at it, and I'm just like, so I didn't respond. I told my boyfriend about it though. And so maybe like 2 months later, I want to say, I received another message about the same thing. It was from a different profile, but it was based around the same company with the same flyers, the same people, like all of that. So when I got the message this time, it was a female, and she was a plus size female as well, and she was just letting me know everything about it, and she was just saying that she felt like I would be a good fit or whatever. So we ended up making like an agreement for me to come up there one of the Thursdays for me to see the girls dance, because I wanted to see for myself and kind of get a vibe and kind of feel it out, because I'm not the type of person that I'm not just going to jump into anything, you know what I mean? So I went up there on one Thursday. DJ came and picked me up, and we went. It's probably like 10 minutes away from my house, so it was cool. Everything was everything. I told my boyfriend, like, look, I'm about to go here, and then I'll be back home. And, when it came to him, and I told him the truth, because it was like with him, he kind of convinced me. Like, I wouldn't say he convinced me, but I was telling him, like, about the messages, and he was like, well, you haven't been working, and I know that, you've been feeling down about not really having no money in your pocket. So, if that's what you want to do to go make some extra money, then I will support you and whatever you do. And so that's what I did. I went anyway to go see. I was like, well, I'm gonna see if I like it. If I like it, then that's what we're gonna do. So I went up there, and I was just chilling, and it was like, I didn't feel awkward, but I wasn't old enough. You know what I'm saying? I was 18, so I knew that I wasn't old enough. And it wasn't even a club, it was a freaking bar. A bar. It wasn't no pole in there. It wasn't no stage in there. It was just like a little area that was like where I'm sitting at type of area. And the rest was bar and tables. Like, I'm like, okay, this is not what I expected. But I never been to a strip club, so I don't know what a real one look like. Just the ones on TV. But this ain't it. So I go in there, and the first thing I noticed was these two guys, because they were hosting the club this night, or the bar this night, or the dancers. Yeah, I think they were hosting for the dancers, but they was hosting this night. And when I seen them, I noticed them from Facebook. I'm like, I know these faces from Facebook, like, because it's certain people that always constantly keep popping back up on your newsfeed. That was them. So they constantly just kept popping up on my newsfeed. And I'm like, okay. So I knew who they was specifically. And I guess I must have posted just as much as they did, because apparently I must pop up on their newsfeed just as much, because when I saw them and they came up to me finally, I was about to say, you know, ain't y'all per page? But they was like, hey, ain't you Pinky from Facebook? Like, I know you probably don't know who we are, but, you know, we per page, you know, introduce themselves. And I'm like, hey, I know exactly who y'all are. Don't y'all got the radio show? And don't y'all do this? And don't y'all do that? Like, I didn't know that y'all would know me, because I'm just little old regular Pinky from the blog. But y'all know me. So I was like, feeling like a little celebrity or whatever. Period. So I go back inside now, and I feel a little bit more comfortable, because I'm like, even though I'm here by myself, just by myself, and I rode with DJ, at least I know that they know me from somewhere. So at least I know that somebody know who I am, you know. So after that, the show started, they started dancing or whatever. I'm just sitting there at the table watching everything go down. And I wasn't drinking at the time. Like, I wasn't drinking at the time, but this dude was like, you know, can I buy you a drink? So I'm like, yeah, just give me some wines, give me some Moscato or something. Because that was like probably the only thing I knew of. So I'm like, give me some Moscato. So he got me some Moscato. And at the bar, like, they gave like a full glass to the top of wine. So I had wine, and once it got to like this level, he was like, you know, I see your glass getting low, like, let me buy you another one. So I'm like, all right, cool. And after I drank that one, like, first of all, I didn't know you could get drunk on wine. Second of all, I had never been drunk, even when I tried. I tried to drink gin, everything, and wouldn't get drunk. So I wasn't expecting to get drunk. That's why I said, give me some wine. So I drank the second glass, and I guess I was drunk, but I didn't know. And so I stood up, because this guy was like, he was like, oh, what you was drinking? Because see, both of my glass was empty. And I was like, oh, I was drinking Moscato or whatever. I was drinking the wine. So, you know, he like, oh, let me buy you a bottle and drink a bottle with me. And so I'm like, all right. So he like, all right, come over here to the bar. So I go over there to the bar. And when I tried to stand up, that's when I realized I was drunk. Because my legs was noodly. Like, super noodly. So I was like, wow. Okay, I'm drunk. So they finished dancing or whatever. I'm just watching the whole thing, and I'm like, okay, it's pretty cool. You know me. I'm tipsy, but I'm scoping. I'm tipsy, but I'm scoping. All the niggas with money. So I'm like, okay, he got money. He got money. He throwing money. He throwing money. I'm looking at everything, because at this point, the liquor is in my system, and I'm like, yeah, I could go up there, fuck it up one time, get me a coin, you know? Yeah. I was ready. I was ready to pop that motherfucker after I had them drinks. So, yeah. And then everybody just kept saying like, oh, and you know, the girls was already feeling some type of way, because I forgot to mention this part, but the girls was feeling some type of way because when I got in there, like I said, the guys noticed me, and they like, you know, oh, we know Pinky from Facebook or whatever. So they kept, when I say kept, I'm gonna say it with an extra. They kept saying my name on that microphone, so much to the point where the girls thought that I was sexing somebody in their little group, and I wasn't. I really wasn't. And they really thought that I was sexing somebody in their group, because after that, I ended up doing a radio show with them. Like, they ended up having me on the show, but that's another thing. Not really another story, but I ended up hosting. They asked me to come in to co-host on a radio show one day, and I guess they got great feedback, so they asked me to come in permanently. We got pictures, we did everything. Like, we was a real motherfucking squad. So yeah, you know, they thought I was sexing somebody because I came through and I shut it down, but that's just me. That's what I do. I grab your attention and you can't have it back. I'm just kidding. But seriously though, So, you know, like I said, I'm scoping out everybody with the money and I'm peeping everything because at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm thinking I'm going to do it. So, I let them know and I pretty much, before I let them know that and everything. And before I left, the dude that bought the bottle of wine, I'm still sitting at the bar drinking at the last bit waiting for DJ because like I said, I rode with DJ, so I'm waiting for him to finish. He got to, you know, get all his equipment together, pack it in a car. So I'm waiting for him so he can take me home, and I'm just still sitting at the bar. So this girl come over there, and she got an attitude with the nigga, not with me, but she looking at me funny. And I'm like, what's tea? Because at this point, the wine got me feeling like, what's good? So, she was talking to him, and she like, oh, you know, you been here with me all night, and you sitting up here buying another girl a bottle of wine. You ain't even buying me a bottle of wine. And I'm really feeling some type of way. Take me home, take me home. And he like, B, I'm not taking you home. And I'm like, oh, like, First of all, baby boy, just to let you know, even though I don't want you, I just wanted this wine. I just want you to know, after you disrespected a female like that, I don't want you, period. I don't even want no more wine. So, DJ was done. We left, but she was mad. And it was like, I started dancing there. So, she was always there. Like, she was always there. So, like, I started dancing, and I would always see this girl, and she just always had, like, some type of beef with me since then. And I'm like, girl, it's not my fault that I'm cute and you're not. Like, girl, be mad at you, nigga, not me. So, anyway, that was how I first started dancing. So, when I started dancing, actually, it was just, like, a lot, because you gotta tip out. It's not a lot, but it's just a lot of money that you gotta spend. You gotta spend money for outfits. You gotta pay to dance. You gotta tip out. You gotta pay the DJ. You gotta do a lot of stuff with your money. And I didn't really feel comfortable with that. I'm like, I'm the one up here popping this motherfucking coochie. So I should be able to keep all this. What are you talking about? So for me, it was like I said, it was a bar, so I didn't have no poles or nothing like that. So, you know, you had to do some shit to spice it up in there. So for me, because I know I really love my body and I think it looks amazing, especially as soon as I got out the shower, when I'm real, like, oiled up and shiny. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get some baby oil. And I'm gonna let somebody, I'm gonna pick somebody from the audience, from the crowd, from the bar, you know, and, you know, let them come up if they want to and rub the baby oil on my ass, and we're gonna get it popping. Some girls used to put stuff in them. Some people used to swallow balloons, whatever they gotta do. I just did the baby oil thing. It worked for me. Niggas loved it. Women loved it. So it was this one girl that, used to do it all the time. She would want to do it, and she was gay. So she liked me, but I didn't know this until after the fact. So she started asking me, she started by asking me to do her birthday party. And I did her birthday party, and it was just much better for me, a much better experience, much better money. It was just much smarter to me, because I feel like when you're dancing, it's not as safe as doing a house party. Even though it sounds like it's safer to be at a club, I doubt it. Because it's like when you're at a house party, you can bring somebody with you you can bring a security with you. You can bring a friend with you. You can bring somebody there to help protect you, make sure you're good, make sure you don't get too drunk, make sure that certain things don't happen. So when you're at a club, people can't go back there with you. Anything can happen in the back of the club, because nobody can go back there with you. But at a house party, you normally got a room where you can change in at and everything. Like, I will be changing in here, then I will go out there, dance, come back in here, change, and I'm good. Like, you know, it's not a lot of females that you got to be arguing with. You don't have to argue with no females. You're not going back with back and forth with no females, because it's just you or you and your friend or like you and your crew, like, but you know, and then you're not paying nobody nothing. They're paying you from the moment that you walk through the door, period. And when I first started, I started out charging $150 to walk through the door, and everybody had to have some money. Like, you had, like, you know, I was going, like, check everybody before they come in. If they don't have no dollars, then what are they here for? Because they know why they came. And so it's like, you're going to waste my time. But at the same time, they made sure that everybody had money. But that doesn't mean that everybody was going to throw money. But you already solidified $150. Like, that $150 already in your pocket before you even take your clothes off. As soon as I walk through the door, run me my money, period. And then I'm gonna walk the rest of the way in. We're gonna go to the room, we're gonna change, we're gonna do that. And then once I started getting popping, I did her party. Then it was like so many people wanted me to do their parties. Like, so many people. I probably was doing like, I wasn't doing so many parties, but for me to be a beginner, I feel like I was doing like 3 parties a month. I was getting it. And it was kind of for the same people, but I didn't give a fuck. Because I needed the coin. And they knew. And it was better because once you keep doing it for the same people, you get used to them people. They get used to you. Like, but you still getting that money though. I was still getting that money. So I recommend, if anything, that if you're going to dance, that you do house parties, in my opinion. And you can set your own rate. You don't have to start off at $150. I started off at $150 because I wasn't sure how I was going to do. Because like I said, I was just starting out. But after the very first one, when I knew that I still had it, I was like, $100, $150. Is please. I'm charging $250 just to walk through the door, and you throw your coins. That way, if nobody throws no money, I still got $250 in my pocket at the end of the day. So that means that if I go out there and dance and not even one brown penny hit that floor, I still made my money. The more money is going to be paid, the more songs that you want a female to dance. So if you want me to dance for 20 minutes, that's about 4 songs. We're going to say 4 or 5 songs. That's a lot of dancing. 4 or 5 songs. And I'm not going to do 4 or 5 songs straight back to back. Some people want an hour, like, but it just depends on you. Like, I will do some songs back to back, but like certain songs, like for instance, Slow Motion. That was one of my bops to dance to when I was dancing. But that song is like 8-minute song. This is crazy. I used to get the DJ to cut that motherfucker off halfway. Switch. You gotta get a CD made. You also want to get a CD made, like a mix. Get a DJ to mix you a CD if you're going to do house parties. So you don't have to use your phone. You don't have to have people looking it up or nothing like that. You can just have your CD with all the songs that you're going to do, and you can have the DJ cut it. So if it's a song like Slow Motion, like I got my DJ to cut it halfway and start a new song. And then if I wanted that to stop at a certain point, he would start, you know, so it would, in smooth transition. So, yeah. But it wasn't that bad of an experience. And it was definitely a learning experience. Is it something that I would do again? Probably. If I had to. Right now, I don't have to. But if I had to, trust. Just pop your pussy like that. Don't eat it. Period. So yes, you guys, I just wanted to come through and give you a little bit of more information on me, because like I said, I haven't posted, and even when I have posted in the past, I never really sat down and really got to know you guys and let you guys get to know me. So this is our first sit down, and I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. So if you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, please. And turn on your post notifications so whenever I post, you can get it. Because honestly, with this virus going on, I just need to make sure that I'm good, because It's real. And no, I don't have the virus, but I have a wet mouth. So I cough on my saliva sometimes. So don't judge me.